बोले सोने हाल सासरी अकाल। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਅਕਾਲ ਚੈਨਲ ਦੇਖਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਜੀ ਇਸ ਖਾਸ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਇਟਸ ਵੈਰੀ ਇੰਪੋਰਟੈਂਟ that whenever someone in our community does something great we try and recognize it as much as possible। ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਇਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਸ਼ਖਸ ਕੋਈ ਵਧੀਆ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦਾ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਜਾਂ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਦਾ ਨਾਂ ਉੱਚਾ ਕਰਦਾ, ਸੋ ਇਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਇੰਪੋਰਟੈਂਟ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਕਵਰ ਕਰੀਏ ਵੱਧ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ। ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਬੰਦੇ ਦਾ ਏਜ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਮੈਟਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਬੰਦੇ ਦੀ ਏਜ ਇਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਡਿਪੈਂਡ ਕਰਦੀ। ਸਾਡੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਵੱਲ if we look at our Sikh history, we've had examples from children all the way up to Buzurg level people. So it's very important that we try and cover everyone who's done something for the Qawm and everyone who's kind of contributing to promote the Sikh Qawm as much as possible. So today we have a very, very special guest, and as you can see on the screen as well, we've definitely taken full liberty in promoting Dayaal Kaur, who is a 4-year-old who actually passed her Mensa test. So the Mensa test is a very, very specific test that is used to measure the IQ of someone. So your IQ is based on your general intellect. And the IQ test, most people stay within the range of 120, 130, but anyone who's classed as a genius is any higher. Albert Einstein, who was considered one of the world's most smartest people, has an IQ of 160, and our very own Dayaal Kaur has a IQ of 142. And she is only 3 years old. So it's going to be very, very interesting to talk to Dayaal Kaur about her whole journey. And obviously her father is also with us. Sarbjit Singh has also joined us as well in the studio. ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਫਤਿਹ ਦੀ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ, ਫਿਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਕਾਫਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਅੱਗੇ ਵਧਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। Guys, welcome to Akaal Channel, welcome to the studio. I hope you guys are all doing well. How was the journey here? Okay?
Yeah, it was fine. Yeah. Listening to her songs, which
yeah. So Dayaal, if I can ask you a question, how did you feel when you passed the Mensa test? How did you feel?
Good.
You felt good. Yeah. How was the test? Did you find it difficult? Did you like it? Did you enjoy it?
I like it.
Did you like it? Yeah, that's good. That's very good. Vijay, when it comes to obviously the Mensa test and this whole process, how did you guys actually find out that Dayaal was so smart?
Firstly, she's my offspring, so she had to be. What are you joking?
Obviously.
Yeah, I think from the moment she was born, I was she just picked up things really quickly, like lightning speed. If something was getting in her eyes, she would tell me about sun, it's getting in my eyes, and I thought you're not even one, you shouldn't even know these kind of things. And then I usually say to my wife, I said, there's something really special about this girl.
Yeah.
And she goes, oh, it's because you're a daughter, you know what I mean? That's why you're saying it. And I was like, look, it's not rose-tinted glasses. I've been in education for over 20 years. And I can see something special. And when she went to nursery, we had it finally confirmed that the nursery manager said, look, if she far exceeds any provision we can provide, because she needs to be referred to a gifted and talented program. And each one of her key workers said the same thing. In 15-20 years of childcare, we've never come across a child like they are. So for us, that was confirmation that there is something really special there. Yeah. And some of the support wasn't forthcoming because a lot of the support and resources are geared towards learning difficulties, which rightly so. But actually, we realised that in order for us to have concrete evidence about her IQ and how intelligent, how sharp she is, we actually need to go a different route. So we contacted Mensa. And a lot of people don't know that Mensa don't actually. They don't assess children until they're 10, really.
Okay.
It was a very special circumstance. Even they could recognise that actually, she's really something. So it was a pleasure for them as well.
Yeah.
And I think actually, if anything, it's not just Dayaal. Oh, Dayaal's part of Mensa. I think Mensa they be balle ho gaye because people from Dayaal are going, oh, what's Mensa about? So yeah, it's been crazy.
Yeah. And with that, Dayaal, what kind of things do you like doing? Because I mean, what do you enjoy doing the most?
Horse riding.
Horse riding.
Oh, wow.
I've actually done horse riding.
Yeah, she's done horse riding.
Yeah.
What's the horse's name that you love?
Romeo.
Romeo.
And what are you learning at the moment with the horses? What did you do last? Were you trotting, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Did you enjoy it? Yeah. Did you have fun? Yeah. What do you like most about horse riding?
Trotting.
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 Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's really, really interesting because, I mean, you know, for when it comes to Mensa, obviously, you know, world-renowned organization, people who test people, and then, like you said as well, they don't usually test children below the age of 10. So it's really, you know, it's really motivating as a sense as well, because, you know, there's a lot of kids at the moment, especially during this pandemic, there's a lot of kids at the moment sat at home thinking, oh, you know, what's going to happen to us if, you know, we're not doing anything. And this is like a new breath of fresh air almost for everyone.
Is. And I think that's why the reaction has been just unreal, not just from our community, like it's been absolutely brilliant. You know, I'll take a moment to thank everyone for all their kind words, well wishes, the amount of people who rang me asking me what do we need, what resources do you need, you know, so, you know, truly grateful for that. But yeah, it's, I mean, even the actual test itself, it's one thing having a really high IQ. When you have somebody with a really high IQ, they often suffer socially.
Yeah.
You know, they're not able to make friends as quick as normal kids. But why she's such an anomaly is that her emotional intelligence is probably more sparkling than her IQ. And Lynn Kendall, actually, when she did the assessment, all we could hear was her giggling, like Dayaal was just making her laugh. I mean, she feels a bit shy now, but she was just making Lynn Kendall laugh.
Shy.
Oh, you're not shy? Okay, sorry. Yeah, so she was just making Lynn Kendall laugh, and when we came into, and even like a lot of people don't know this actually, even through all the international headlines, you know, this is an exclusive for you. Nobody knows that she didn't prepare for the test. Like, you can't prepare for a test like that because they're so guarded about the questions. So, half an hour before the test, she was in the rain jumping in muddy puddles. You know, we went swatting, we went like preparing, and then even on the day, Lynn Kendall said, "Oh, Dayaal, your parents can't be with you." Did you get worried when she said that?
No.
No.
Of course not.
Of course not. She didn't get worried.
So independent.
She really is. She knows her mind. Well, one of her heroes is Banda Singh, and you can see that, you know, she's got that fierceness. But she was like, no, you guys go. So when we came back downstairs, Lynn Kendall says, look, you guys need to sit down for this. I mean, we can't release it, but I've got it on video. She was like, we accept membership to Mensa at 2% of the population. So of any given population, the top two cleverest, the cleverest, the highest IQ that fall in the top 2%, we accept. She said Dayaal falls in at 0.01% of the population. So she's in the 99.9 percentile, which is the top tier of the top tier.
Top tier of the top tier. You can't get any better.
You can't get any better than that. So she was like, and what's unique about her is that she's got such a great personality. She was making me laugh. You were making Lynn Kendall laugh, weren't you?
When she said you can't be with her.
Yeah, and then
Why did she say that for?
Oh, because we couldn't help you with the test. You had to do it on your own, Putta.
Because you're smart, and so you had to do it on your own.
You had to do it on your own.
But no, it's really interesting. I mean, Dayaal, what do you like doing in school then? What's your favourite things to do in school?
Learning.
Learning. What subject do you like the most?
Playing.
Playing. No,
Playing.
you said you like another subject. Which subject was it? The numbers one?
Numbers.
Yeah, maths, isn't it?
Yeah.
You like maths? Yeah, she really likes maths. And she likes reading and writing and.
I heard she's got a really big interest in like space and things like that as well. Yeah, you like space. You like talking about space. I saw her video where she was talking about she wanted to have stables in space.
So that's something that she's wanted to do. She's wanted to always explore like what's up there. And what did you want to do when you get older? You said about space. Who goes up to space in a rocket?
Astronaut.
You wanted to be an astronaut, didn't you? Yeah, so like she's just got this fascination with space and being an astronaut. And what planet would you like to go on with her?
Mars.
Mars. Okay, you want to go to Mars. Yeah. So maybe
hopefully we'll sort out the oxygen problem by then.
Astronauts haven't landed on Mars yet, only the robots.
Oh yeah.
They explore life.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah,
They do.
Maybe you could be one of the people that create life up there. Yeah.
Of course, I don't live on planet Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. You're done. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it's very, very interesting. I mean, when it comes to, you know, like parenting a child who's so smart, you know, there must be. Do you find it any more different or difficult? Is there any difficulties with it?
I think it's a challenge because you know you don't want her to get frustrated. You don't want her to get bored because she learns at a frightening speed.
Yeah.
And she's easily bored. So we have to make sure she's constantly, you know, challenged and she's constantly stretched. But more than anything, we want her to have fun. Like, you know, she's just a kid, so most of the time, I don't do any extra learning with her.
Yeah.
What I do with her is we run around in a field, I pretend to be a horse, she pretends to be a horse, or I pretend to be a Mughal and she's Banda Singh and I'm Wazir Khan and I always get it in the neck. Or like, you know, just generally we want her to, like, you know, experience life, to have fun play, to get messy, you know, to be a bit. Because, you know, kids often hear no more than they hear yes, and we're like, but actually, often it's, you know, not because we want to keep them safe. It's often our own ego that's saying, I'm the parent. But actually, I think if they hear yes more times than they hear no, it just naturally makes them so much more adventurous and explorers. Just like she looks like she wants to explore now. Sit down.
Don't worry, I'll give you a tour.
Yeah, you can have a look after.
Yeah, but no, it's very, very interesting because, you know, when it comes to like Sikh history, for example, Dayaal, do you know anything about Sikh history?
Who's your hero from Sikh history?
Who's your heroes from Sikh history?
Guru Gobind Singh Ji and Banda Singh.
Banda Singh.
Banda Singh. What if you see a Nishan Sahib, what does that mean? Yeah, and what else does it mean if the Nishan Sahib is there? I mean, she came up with this as well. Who won?
The Khalsas.
The Khalsas won, and who lost?
The Mughals.
The Mughals, yeah. So she was just saying to me, if I see any Nishan Sahib, that means Banda Singh won and the Mughals lost. Yeah, so her mind just kind of just, you know, creates stuff, and you know, it is a joy and a pleasure to hear and see.
It is very, it's very, very good though, because, you know, it's I guess it's a testament to your parenting as well, because you know, a lot of times kids are kind of put away from that side, and they're told to focus on, you know, the education and stuff first.
Of course,
and you know, that was the same with me as well. When I was younger, it was told, focus on your education. You can work on your Sikhi stuff later. And then obviously, you know, when I grew older, I just put my head straight into the Sikhi stuff, and then it was automatic.
But one thing that people don't realise is, I mean, I don't try not to look at life too scientifically, but even if you're kicking a ball, you can learn so much. All your senses are being used, you know, repetition, movement, eye coordination, you know, and even if you're getting messy and they're jumping on slides and they're, you know, jumping over fences, they're just learning to be adventurous and they're pushing the boundaries a bit. Obviously, my job really as a dad is to keep her safeguarded, keep her safe, make sure there's a smile on her face. Beyond that, if she does do something extraordinary, which she already has, and if she goes on to do even more things, it's you know, it's a bonus. But I think, especially within our community, we need to realise that actually kicking a football, doing sports, getting messy, it may make your life a bit more difficult because you have to stick them in the bath when they're. But actually, you know what I mean? Is they're enjoying life. They're not creating boundaries in their own minds, and you know, that's where a lot of geniuses start falling short. Is they start being told to behave all the time, behave. And I'm a big believer in Khule Shera Mangenu Shodo, and see what comes of it.
Yeah, I think it's important because like that's how our parents have grown up in Punjab as well. They've grown up with that kulli shutti to do what they want. So I feel like, I mean, sure, obviously, you know, keep certain restrictions here and there, but you know, the little bit of playtime doesn't hurt anyone.
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt at all.
And it's, if anything, it's, you know, something that we would encourage as well. And they all, what do you know the Char Sahibzades names? Yeah, can you tell me?
Papa Jujhar Singh Ji, Papa Zorawar Singh Ji, Papa Fateh Singh Ji, Papa Ajit Singh Ji.
Very good, very good.
Well done.
Yeah. So obviously we're running out of time when it comes to the interview, but Sarbjit, was there anything you wanted to say to the Sangat as a final message to everyone?
Well, firstly, thank yourself as well. You know, I didn't realise that we met each other in 2016. Maybe on Buddha ho gaya, so I don't remember stuff like that. But it's a pleasure to sit with you, brother. And you know, just you know, thanks to everyone for, you know, supporting Dayaal. You know, the messages of support. You know, there's people sending me messages saying, I never need to bench press again, meri shati uday 6 foot chodi ho gayi. Other people are saying, you know, with so much, you know, bad news, you know, in terms of the Kisan Morcha, the Jimidar in India and Punjab, you know, you have cases of Biadbi and, you know, Apne Singhs getting charged by police with lathi charges just yesterday. I was watching a video in India, and so she's brought, you know, a bit of, like you said, a breath of fresh air, and you know, and people realize it's not bad. Koi kuret nahi hai, koi paap nahi hai if you celebrate success. Yeah. You know, if she'd brought a trophy home, then you'd go, oh, balle utere in trophy jit ke liye dekh la. But being in Mensa, celebrating that, going into the press, it's just another barometer of success, and I think it puts Apni on the map. We shouldn't be, you know, we often talk about Nimrata and stuff, but actually, Maharaj taught us how to live with our head held high, and you know, Raja nal bhi akka pa ke gal kiti Maharaj ne, and they taught us to do exactly the same. So we put our stamp on the world as well, and let them know that Sikh Punjabi bhi koi cheez hai. And also, many of you and may have known that I was really unwell in November and December, and I wanted to thank the team of Akaal Channel, Rajveer, yourself, Gobind uncle, Jagjit, the rest of the staff here, and all the Sangat for doing countless ardasa, countless parts and jobs in my name. I haven't seen everything yet, but I've just a little troll on social media, and I've seen, you know, from Canada to India, people organising parts and jobs for my, like, Tandurusti, for my Sehat, for my Chardikala. And you know, I'm really indebted. The reason why I'm here, the reason why I can see this, the reason why Dayaal is sat on my laps at home, and Kalyan, my daughter, and I'm around all my loved ones, is because of all your prayers. And you know, I was in many black holes. Like, डॉक्टरां ने भी जवाब देता सी कई बारी पे ना इन्हें मुड़ के आना हैगा, चल आ जाऊगा मुड़ के, पर इन्हें बोलना नहीं, चलना नहीं, इन्हें कुछ खाना नहीं, थोड़े सामने होगा, you know, like in a vegetative state. But even when I came out, they were saying 2 साल लग जाने just to recover, to be able to walk and talk. But you know, Guru Sahib, Maharaj's Kirpa, you know, Banda Singh Bahadur, Banda Singh Bahadur, you know, I think even he came and dragged me by the neck and took me out the black hole.
Like a snowman.
But yeah, just from myself, from the family, just, you know, massive thank you to everyone, massive thank you. Yeah.
So Sangat ji, Tanwad ji, thoda bahut thanks for everyone who's been watching this interview. It's been very interesting to meet Dayaal Kaur. I hope everyone gets a chance to meet her as well sometime soon, and you know, experience a little, you know, tiny breath of fresh air in that sense, and you know, a nice clear idea of what it means, even if we're in this coronavirus. Je assi inne dabbe hoye hain in problems de vich, ta sadi koshish vi ਇਹ ਹੋਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਆ ਕੁਝ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵ ਅਸੀਂ ਦੇਖੀਏ। ਅਖੀਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਫਤਿਹ ਦੀ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਜੀ। ਮਿਲਦੇ ਆ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਅਗਲੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।